Okay, yeah, maybe introduce yourself.
James Powers, running for Volusia County Sheriff.
Okay. Yeah, Volusia County. That's what. Are we in Volusia County right now?
We're in Volusia County. Okay. We're in Orange City right now at a big Trump rally.
Yeah.
Everyone's out here exercising their First Amendment right. Constitutional rights and values are first and foremost what I'm looking to make sure we preserve for our children, our grandchildren, and everyone that still wants to use their constitutional rights today.
Right. So Chitwood is the sheriff now. He's been the sheriff for a while here, right?
Yeah, he's been a sheriff since 2016. Yeah. He ran unopposed in 2020.
Oh, okay.
What ended up happening is Amendment 10 passed, and basically the sheriff's department now is his. There's no control from the county anymore. The county really doesn't have any say-so.
Oh, wow.
He keeps increasing the budget. He keeps doing whatever he wants. And we need more accountability. We need a sheriff, which I'm going to be once I'm elected. I will be elected. We need a sheriff that works for the people, not a sheriff that works for the legislators. We need to focus on crimes with victims. We need to work on the budget. We need to stop all these red flag laws, gun grabbing, kicking doors in. We got to stop all that. We got to start giving respect to our citizens, and our citizens are going to give more respect to our government. Another big thing is we got to work on illegal immigration here. Deputies need to start enforcing it. Mike says it's not his job to enforce it. It's not his deputy's job to enforce it. Then what's his job?
Yeah.
To raid little gaming halls that the elderly people spend their time in, or people are doing this.
Is that what he does?
They just raided like 11 of them.
Wow. You're talking about like old people playing poker and shit like that?
Those little slot machines and stuff. It's all asset forfeiture type things. They want to just. Another big thing I'm opposed to is the tag readers. I understand it's a good thing. It is. But there has to be some type of policy with it. Not just any law enforcement officer should be able to be like, hey, I know that guy. I'm going to run his tag, and then I'm going to get a hit every time he goes by somewhere. That's the way it works right now.
Wow. So why did they do that? They have cameras that hit your tag?
100%. I think it's called the flock system. It's the black cameras.
Okay.
They're all over the place.
They are. So what do they use those for again?
They're supposed to be used for good reasons, a kidnapping, a home invasion, a robbery.
But just like anything.
This tag, we're looking for bolos. But the problem is they don't have to get a warrant for it. All they have to do is throw the tag number in the system,
and then they can monitor you everywhere you go.
Exactly.
So people are being spied on everywhere they drive, and
that's the way I look
at it. People.
That's
certain people.
100%.
When I say certain people, it could be if you have a lefty sheriff, you could be like, hey, follow this Trump flag waver guy because we don't like him, and let's follow him and see if he does anything wrong, right? They could do that kind of stuff.
Exactly. And it's used for good purposes,
but it's also could be used for bad
exactly
purposes.
It's like anything.
Is there any evidence that he uses it for bad stuff?
Hey, when you police yourself and you have no accountability, the problem is I want to be the sheriff that has an open door policy where deputies, local law enforcement can come to me and they can be like, hey, there's a problem in our agency, there's a problem in our department. Everyone's scared to stand up, and the problem is our government's eroding us one little piece at a time. It's like that old saying, like, if you were to lock a dog up to that a pole over there and give it 30 links, and every day you take one link off of it, by the end of that 30 days you've conditioned that dog to where he can't move. That's what our government's doing to us right now. The role of the sheriff is to protect, serve our county, not let the feds in, not let this.
Protect our rights.
Our constitutional core values. And that's the sheriff I'm going to be. And I think people are scared of it. You know what I mean? I don't think they understand it. So the more we can get this message out there that me as the sheriff, we're going to start focusing on constitutional values, constitutional law. I'm going to go to the school board. They're not putting all these books in our schools that our kids don't need.
Pornography books.
You said it, not me.
The lefties always say that we're trying to ban books. We're trying to ban the pornography, right? And some of that stuff is terrible. And this even goes to as far as, city councils, county councils, where, you don't have to go up to a meeting and regress your government. It's in your First Amendment right to address them, to talk to them, to criticize them to an extent. We don't need to tell them who we are. We don't need to give them our addresses. There's a couple cities right now that if you don't give your address, they look you up by your name and they put your address in the minutes. Like, as a constitutional sheriff, I'm going to be addressing these things, which people don't think these things
you know, they think, oh, that doesn't matter, it's not affecting me. The problem is until it affects you, it's too late.
Yeah.
You know, once it affects you, rather, it's too late.
Right.
So, any other questions, brother?
Yeah. So, what has Chitwood done? Has he done anything specifically that's irritated you into jumping into this race? Or
he wants to get involved in local politics. He wants to endorse people. He wants to endorse.
He wants to be a politician, not a sheriff.
100%.
Yeah. And I've always heard through the grapevine by a lot of people that live out here is he doesn't like Trump supporters. That's what I've heard. That's just what I've heard.
I'm not going to talk ill of the man.
But have you heard that?
I have heard it. I mean, I voted for Mike. I'll be honest with you. I was a Mike supporter up until 2021. And then I started looking into it. I'm like, you want to know something? The wool got pulled over my eyes. Yeah. And I basically was left blind. And now I'm seeing the light. I'm actually seeing what's going on. I'm trying to get involved with people that it is affecting.
You think you can do better than him?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. And what I want to really just nail and emphasize on is the command staff isn't going anywhere. We're still going to have the command staff. What we need is leadership.
Just a different commander.
Exactly. I mean, quite a few of the command staff I know are great guys. I've known them for years and years and years. Mm-hmm. They're great guys. The problem is when you have poor leadership, you have poor performance. Mm-hmm. And that's just my opinion, man. It's you know.
So where can people find out more info?
Fearlessrepublican.com is my website, or James Powers for Volusia County Sheriff on Facebook, or shoot me a text at 386-481-4883.
Okay.
But the best way to get a hold of me is fearlessrepublican.com.
Okay.
Donations are what is going to win this race.
Yeah.
I'm not out buying hot dogs for people. I'm sorry. I'm not doing pizza parties.
You're buying commercials and you're buying signs.
Not even buying commercials, man. We're going to win this on signs.
Okay.
And that's, you know, I've put a lot out of my own pocket. So anyone that can support, the monetary amount doesn't matter. The littler, the bigger. Okay. It all adds up in the end.
All right. Well, I wish you luck, man.
All right, brother. I appreciate you.
God bless.
Thank you, sir. God bless you.